Scene one, Apple, take two.
This is my first year here on the course here with the Old Granddad Flat Track Series. I've had 2 races now, and seems to be some old blood coming back up with Mr. Joe Cargill, Ocho, Astric, Aztec, whatever his name might be this week. Over the last 2 races, there's been a lot of loud comments, obscenities thrown at me on the course while we're racing. It's more of a distraction. And it's getting to the point where I'm going to have to take things to a whole nother level with this guy. We've had some bad history in the past, out in the old desert runs and out in the old Kernan cycle trail runs. We've always had this competitive edge, and it's getting to the point now where enough's enough. This is supposed to be fun, having a good time. I've seen over the last couple of years he's taken out some people at his own discretion. He has no regard for anybody on the course.
Went so-so, got a decent start, inside line, which I like anyways. Taking the inside line right there, and Joe started doing what Joe does, man, coming in. I was holding my ground, and I said, well, I got the insides, kind of like the right of way, I guess, I don't know. He takes me out.
I don't know if it has to do with that little brass pass he's got. From what I've heard from his old counterparts he used to work with, he's done some favors to get those promotions out of that. So whatever he needs to do, that's fine. You know, but when it comes to the track, and this year, I'm out here to play.
Hello race fans, it's Jack Off the Doll, and we are once again in the hills of Ramona for the most official, unofficial race league in the world, the Old Granddad Whiskey Flat Track Series. Much has changed since last year, including a newly designed track and new racers and teams. If you're a fan of OGD, you are no stranger to the drama that plagues this raceway. In recent weeks leading up to the first televised round, we have heard from the controllers, the committee, and the Asterisk, formerly known as the 8. There are so many new riders I don't even know their names yet. One of the new teams brings a level of unproven bravado reminiscent of the 7 mixed with the 8 combined with 4 tokes off James Stewart's crack pipe. Yes, TCR might be the biggest story of 2011. Although they haven't shown to a race yet or even identified themselves, it is our understanding Tyler the bartender has shed his meek jumpsuits and wet fingers for a helmet and some boots. Another rider supposedly recruited is Apache Longbow pilot Eric Lacombe, otherwise known as Ela. The last 2 rounds have been the Justin Gentile show, just like last year. The committee has decreed that the 7 might have to ride with no hands for the 2011 season. We caught up with Justin just before round 3. Let's go trackside with the Inseminator.
Now, the committee is talking about a no-hander for you. Is that something that you've rehearsed at all? Have you run some laps with no hands?
I'll take my hands off and close my eyes. It doesn't matter to me.
Impressive.
As always, the 7 doesn't have much to say. The 32nd girl is back and sporting her allegiance to the committee. One of the stories from last year was the 4 and his lack of inspired racing. Well, apparently he has found the Viagra because his Woody is causing him to become aggressive. Riders are already comparing him to the hated 8. Sources have spoken off camera indicating the 4 might be teaming with Asterisk to pretend they will be as cool as TCR. The committee has warned the 4.
Rob, what has occurred, dude? You're now track maintenance, or what?
Well, I'm trying to get my reputation back because apparently I've been labeled an aggressive rider along with the 8 bike, and I don't really appreciate being labeled aggressive rider. I can't help it that the number 16 bike forgets to put his bike in gear on a start, and I have to run up on the back of him to get him out of the way. And then apparently I'm labeled an aggressive rider for that.
Okay, here's what we found out from the last race. Astro, the Aztec, whatever. He's not here, so we're all bound to have a lot of fun this round. It should be a lot better. I think everybody is in agreement that it's a lot better when he's not around.
Fuck you, Joe!
Oddly, the 8 never showed to round 3. Witnesses have come forward telling of a night of bribes and lies being told by the 8 as he attended a Padre game. The Ocho never misses a night where the giveaway is talent and ability. Missing round 3 has almost killed Aztec. The 007 was also seen at Petco Park during a pre-game show featuring pimped-out Japanese El Caminos fitted with emergency flotation bags in case a very large wave impacts your roadway. Well, that's it for us at round 3. We push forward to round 4 and the arrival of TCR. Join us next time for another round of Liars and Lairs at the Old Grandad Whiskey Flat Track Series. Good night, everybody.